2009, I got selected to go abroad to Kabul. Our deployment happened there. My team had 2 officers, Major Nitesh Roy and Major Deepak Yadav, and I was the team leader. After deployment in Kabul, we saw there were many attacks. Those were the days Kabul was full of attacks everywhere, on expats, on other embassies, on civilians. There was absolutely no discrimination. On 26th of February, early morning hours, I woke up to the sound of blasts and explosions and gunfire. And as a matter of routine, we inquire if our teammates are okay. When I called, I got no response. Then I heard from another friend who I was frantically calling earlier, a civilian, who called back to tell me that an embassy, the location near the embassy facility, which was about 2-3 kilometers away from my location, was under attack. I thought that my team might not be safe. I did not know they had actually come under attack. Actually, you know, the human instinct is generally to run away from danger and do self-preservation. But as a soldier, I chose the act of walking and running to that location rather than running away from there, and self-preservation. This is what they train us for in the academy. I ran close to 2-3 kilometers, reached the location. To my utter horror, I found out this embassy facility had come under attack. By then, the Afghan security forces had reached the vicinity and were trying to fire from the higher reaches onto the location to neutralize the terrorists. There were 4 or 5 terrorists in the area where the Indian embassy members and our team members and the Indian Army doctors team was residing. The terrorists had accessed entry to this heavily guarded area by crashing a VBID, a vehicle-borne IED, that is like a car laden with explosives, into the front wall, which was a HESCO barrier wall and a T-wall. The entire area had been razed to ground. During this crossfire, without any option, I had to rush in to find out about the safety of my teammates. To my utter horror, I saw that 3 terrorists were trying to pin the officers down, and in this milieu, I ran and took cover behind one of the doors, which was still there, and a little bit of the structure was still remaining, and I saw the other officers were also taking a little bit of cover from the indiscriminate firing from the terrorists. In the meanwhile, Major Laishram Jotin Singh came out of the Indian Army doctors team, came out of his secured area and held one of the terrorists who was firing on the other officers, and immediately that terrorist detonated his suicide vest, and the terrorist died instantaneously, and we lost an officer on that spot, fighting valiantly for his teammates, for the safety of the civilians that were there. He was later awarded the Ashok Chakra, the highest gallantry award in peacetime, for this act posthumously. Also, my teammates, both Major Nitesh Roy and Deepak Yadav, fought valiantly along with other officers, including myself, to get out of this situation, save the civilians that were there in this situation. Very unfortunately, one of my teammates also we lost on the spot there. While this chaos was happening, we carried out a rescue mission, a rescue operation. I knew the local language. I asked for help from the local public who got their vehicles from their houses and helped evacuate more than 50 people during this crossfire. We took them to nearby hospitals where they got medical aid. The actual tough fight of life and death started right after that. The fight of keeping these men, these soldiers, these civilians alive till the time India got them safe and gave them better medical treatment. There was a special aircraft that was flown in the next day. All of the injured officers, soldiers were evacuated. The Afghans were taken to their secure places. But very unfortunately, I want to tell you that Major Nitesh Yadav, the other member of my team, who we had successfully evacuated, had sustained 80% burn injuries, and within a week we lost him in Delhi. They fought valiantly, both my teammates. I'm very proud of them. They did everything that team members are supposed to do. They make me proud. Posthumously, both my team members were awarded with Shaurya Chakra for their valiant act of thinking of others before their life. For this rescue operation, I was awarded the Sena Medal Gallantry the next year.